Smilers wear a crown, losers wear a frown. This is Miss Congeniality. So today we're covering Miss Congeniality.
It won on a poll, and Hitch did not win,
Oh my God.
unfortunately.
Lindsay's still salty about the fact that no one voted for Hitch on our Instagram poll.
What's the guy's name? Kevin? Kevin James is in it.
Yeah, people weren't fucking with Kevin James, so
Oh, well,
well, because this won the poll by like 2%. The runner-up was Bring It On. We've decided we're covering this instead. So this is our first episode that's been like voted on by the fans.
I'm so surprised.
She's never gonna get over it. She's like seething right now. Y'all can't see her, but trust me, her eyes just narrowed.
I just don't get it.
Mm. She acts like it's torture to cover this fucking cute ass movie.
No, it was cute. I really I like this movie a lot. I love Sandra Bullock so much. I think this is maybe one of my lesser favorites from her, though.
Interesting. Okay, I could see that. I mean, she's got bangers.
Yeah.
This lady was putting up numbers in the 90s and the
hmm
2000s. Like, oh my God, she has hit after hit after hit from like Speed all the way to like The Blind Side. This lady was unstoppable. So that makes sense. I think it's on the higher end of my Sandy B rankings. I would say. Do you want to give us the rundown of this movie?
Okay. Miss Congeniality came out in the year 2000.
So this is its 25th anniversary, y'all. That's part of the reason why we're covering it. Oh, that was the thing. We put up a bunch of
Oh, right.
movies for anniversaries.
Directed by Donald Petrie. He also directed How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which I love that movie. For the
Yeah.
longest time ever, I thought I was going to somehow craft the yellow dress for myself for my prom. It did not happen.
Oh man, it can still happen, Lindsay.
It can.
We can make that happen. Let's ask
Yeah.
Kate.
Yeah.
Kate, make Lindsay the How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days
Yes.
dress
I would love
because
that.
we know you're listening. um don't mention Kate in a podcast episode challenge.
Oh,
Impossible.
that's even internationally on other people's podcasts. We
We
can't
mentioned
not mention Kate.
we mentioned Kate on every single episode.
And our best friend Kate?
And Kate, our best friend, and then we told Kate.
Kate. Every single, probably multiple times sometimes.
So embarrassing. It's not. We love her.
I think that by the end of the Miss Congeniality, Sandra Bullock was like how we view Kate.
Oh.
She just loved all of them so much.
Oh my God. Wow, what a jelly bean. We really love Kate. Anyway, so yeah, this was directed by Donald Petrie. Who was it written by?
It was written by Mark Lawrence, who also wrote 2 Weeks Notice and Music and Lyrics. Is Music and Lyrics? What's that?
That's Drew Barrymore and Hugh Grant.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, he's got some bangers on his resume as well. I think you would like that. It's very like early 2000s rom-com, and I
I've
think
seen a
it's about like
lot of Drew Barrymore.
yeah,
I love Drew
yeah.
Barrymore.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. Um, but yeah, he's Mark Lawrence was like one of those like kind of go-to guys for like rom-coms during this period. He's worked with Sandra Bullock like 5 times or something. He wrote the sequel to this movie as well.
Oh,
Hmm.
I think I've seen it, but it's been a long time since I've seen the second.
I've never seen it. I'm a purist when it comes to this movie, and I
Mm.
just don't. I just have a feeling I won't like it. So I've never watched Miss Congeniality, Armed and Fabulous.
I typically am a purist at all times, but some of my few exceptions are Monsters University.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's so good. And Shrek 2 and 3.
Yes, and Shrek 4, fun fact, is one of the only movies I've ever walked out of in my life.
That's a Rumpelstiltskin one?
I think so. Shrek Ever After,
Mm.
fucking can't stand it. I I hate I hate that movie. Fuck that movie. Anyway, who are his co-writers?
Anyway, uh, Katie Ford and Karen Lucas. I love that name, Karen Lucas.
Yeah, it's a great name. I don't think we've covered any movies so far that have had multiple listed writers. I think this might be our first one with multiple writers. Wonder why that is. Anyway, who's in this movie?
Sandra Bullock plays Gracie Hart, also known as Gracie Lou Freebush. Benjamin Bratt, who plays Eric Matthews. Heather Burns, who plays Cheryl from Rhode Island. Michael Caine, who plays Victor Melling. William Shatner, who plays Stan Fields.
He's so funny in this movie.
Candice Bergen, who plays Kathy Morningside. So why are we covering this movie instead of Hitch? Actually, I don't want to keep that in. That's too bitter.
No, that's funny as fuck. So why this instead of Hitch?
So why?
I'm
Why?
fucking.
Why?
Oh my god! So we're covering this instead of Hitch because it's the 25th anniversary, and also I think I've mentioned this before on other episodes, but this is the first DVD I ever owned in my life. I was 12 years old when we got our first DVD player, and my parents bought Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And they also wanted to buy me something. And they were like, what do you want? We were in Best Buy probably. It was just off the cuff. And I looked at the shelf and I was like, Miss Congeniality.
Aww.
I love Sandy. So yeah, this was the first movie that the first DVD my parents ever bought me.
I wish I could remember what my first DVD was, but one of my earliest memories, I have two, of buying. So I bought Uptown Girls when I
Oh,
was
of course.
really, really young at a like a flea market.
Uh-huh.
And then I bought Baby Mama at Walmart.
Oh
And
my god.
I
the Tina
yeah,
Poehler, Amy
I
Faye. Yes.
loved that movie. And it has kind of not aged well.
Oh, the movie's aged horribly, but I mean, this one hasn't aged that great either. But
Yeah, it's honestly it's an interesting type of age. Like there's interesting things to talk about.
I feel like it's swung all the way back around though. I feel like we're kind of if this came out right now, I'd be like, yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh man. We're regressing. Also, that's part of the reason why I wanted to cover it is because I feel like we do a lot of reevaluating on this show of pop culture and of movies, and I just wanted to reevaluate something that's like quote unquote problematic. I don't necessarily agree with that, but there is definitely a lot to chew on here as far as the context of feminism and law enforcement and so on. So and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens in this movie, Lindsay?
So Gracie Hart is a New Jersey tomboy FBI agent who has to go undercover to stop a criminal they're looking for. The criminal is targeting the Miss United States pageant in San Antonio.
What's some things that stuck out to you when's the last time you've seen this movie? Do you even know?
No, it had been a while, but it hasn't been that long, because when I watched it, I was like, okay, I remember this well enough that I saw it at least within a few years.
Huh. Okay. I don't think I've seen it. I want to say 10 or 15 years.
Wow. Oh my
It's
gosh.
been a long, long
Okay.
time, but
I can understand why you would want to watch it again then, if it's been that
yeah,
long.
yeah, it's been a minute for me. Um, and I thought I still owned the DVD. I don't.
Oh no.
I know I was digging through my stuff and I couldn't find it. So I had to buy this shit on Amazon. I was like, "Come on."
Yeah.
I've played this movie like like literally hundreds of times. And I don't own it anymore. I must have left it at home when I moved out. That's sad. Anyway, what's the theme of this movie? I'm
Sad. Um,
like, that's sad. Anyway,
Usually I can like sit with my thoughts and come up with a theme that I feel good about, but I couldn't really do that with this movie.
it's very simplistic. I mean, this
Yeah,
is like
it's a
very
simple
like
movie.
yeah,
My
it's
theme is girls rule, boys drool.
exactly whatever major double losers. I think that's accurate. This is like a perfect like girly pop like early
Yeah.
2000s like girl power movie.
Yep.
I had something similar. But what really was like hitting for me, especially towards the end, and how they ended up solving the whole case, is by gossiping.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that.
And
It's
girls being girls.
girls being girls, and it's about gossip and girl talk.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, you could solve a lot more crimes that way with
Yes.
some gossip and some girl talk because it's not how you got the information, it's what the information is. So that is something that really stuck out to me when Gracie had that girls' night and she's finally like loosening up and being a girl's girl and like really conversing with all of her fellow contestants. And they tell her so much interesting information that ends up helping her solve the case. And it's just by gossiping like the girls' bathroom together. And I'm like, period. That's
Yeah, and I like how they showed how it was like she wasn't there just for this, like she was also enjoying it and just
yes,
like the
yes.
sisterhood of it.
Yeah, when she starts softening up and like
Yeah.
really
I
caring
love
about the passion.
yeah, I love how she softened up so much.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. But what really pissed me off was when she presented that information to her like FBI boss, whoever he was, and he was so dismissive of her. He was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, where did you get that from? A sleepover, a pajama party?"
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, "Yeah, so
Like
it's the
she's
fucking
literally
truth."
doing her job,
Yeah,
like
I'm gathering intel. How does
from
it matter?
people.
Yeah, why does it matter that it's from quote unquote like dumb women who, you don't take seriously? Um, just very irritating. And then of course, when Vic is about to get on the airplane and is gossiping um to Eric's character and he's like, "Oh, well, did you know that so and so is, Kathy's son and he's a criminal and da 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 and like all that stuff and that's not his real last name." And he's gossiping and the FBI agent is like, "Oh shit, Gracie's right." Like,
Yeah.
hold on. She's totally right. Like, and of course, the man says it and he takes it seriously. But that's besides the point. Anyway,
Yeah, that was so freaking annoying.
no one takes her seriously. I mean, again, that's very prescient, unfortunately.
Yeah, I like because there's so much where it's like in today's world, it's like I don't know if this was the intention, but they and I mean I'm sure it was, but like in the beginning where she was one of the guys, they didn't
Uh-huh.
listen to her.
Ugh. They didn't like, yeah, they didn't respect her when she was one of the guys either.
Yeah,
So, sounds familiar.
a little too familiar.
Did you have any other themes that stuck out to you on this viewing?
I did say superficial judgment.
Yeah. Um, I agree with that, especially I mean, yeah, from the men, of course. Like all the men in
Yeah.
this movie are disgusting, but from Grace herself,
hmm Yeah, she
she's
was a hater for no reason.
oh my God, she was trapped in the like guys girl pipeline. I was like,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, it was like the when she was at the FBI bar and then Eric brings his date over and Gracie is immediately like, "Oh, you're just some dumb pretty woman." I was like,
Hmm.
What are you doing? Like, why are you treating her like that?"
She was so mean to that
hmm
girl. I was like, oh my God, not you being a hating ass bitch.
For no reason.
Why? Because she's young and pretty and was super nice to you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, she did make that shady little comment about her shoes.
Oh, she did. That's right.
But Gracie was being a bitch to her first, so all bets are off at that point.
Yeah.
She was being very nice, nasty, and she got what was coming to her with that comment.
I know, honestly, like, how are you gonna be a girl FBI agent and not dress hot?
Oh my God, I'm
Like,
saying, Lindsay,
come on.
you are an FBI. You better get your fucking X-Files, what's her name? Scully pantsuit on.
Yeah, like
Like,
this is your
you
time to shine.
you better go be a bad bitch somewhere.
That's how they had her at the end, and I was like, yes, yes, hot FBI agent. That's how she
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Like, it's what she should have always been.
hmm
It only took a beauty pageant to get her there. The Grace that we're introduced to, who is a hating ass like guy's girl, I unfortunately saw a lot of myself in that
Yeah,
early version of Grace, especially when I was like a teenager, like early 20s. What about you?
I also relate to it. Like kind of old not having like enough girlfriends
Yep.
and like
Oh,
because
yep.
of that, like being an outcast,
Hmm.
but then like being a hater because I'm an outcast, but like
Not you hating from outside the club.
yeah, trying to get the wrong people to like me.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Very relatable. S- It's the first, I think it's the opening scene to the movie. It's a little flashback to when Grace was like fourth grade or so. I was like, damn, that was just like me. I literally got in trouble for like punching a boy in the face and spitting on the playground.
Oh
And
my God. Wait,
yeah.
is it just men specifically? Because I had to like reflect on that I treated like little boys really mean when I
Oh,
was a
yeah.
little girl,
Oh, yeah.
but I didn't do that to other girls.
I was so mean to boys when I was younger.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
got
was
red carded so many times,
me too.
but it was never intentional. It was just like my
I
deep hatred of like, get away from me.
Yeah, I don't expect that from you. For me that makes sense. But yeah, I was always fighting on the playground. I got kicked out of gym class one day because like the boys were all having a spitting contest and I was too because like I don't believe in like gender rules even 30 years ago. I've always been a revolutionary. So me and the boys were all having like a spitting contest.
Spitting.
We were all spitting and um I was the only one who got in trouble. They
That's so, ugh.
Yeah, the teacher pulled me aside and was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm spitting." What do you mean? What am I doing?
What's it look like?
What's it look like? I'm about to win this spitting contest. Like, leave me alone. And she was like, "You're a lady. You're a girl. Oh my God, that's so disgusting. You can't do that." Da, 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 da. And I'm looking at like five other kids who, in my mind, are exactly like me. And I'm like, but they're, well, why? What's the difference? Like, why can they do it and I can't?
That's so
Um,
annoying.
yeah, I fear that is one of the things that radicalized me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be constantly punished for being a woman in this world. Got it. And then Monica Lewinsky happens like a year after that. So, the '90s, it was a time.
My, there were like two times that I could remember where I got in trouble, but I was not in the wrong. Maybe I was a little, but it wasn't my fault. This one
Oh, what
time I
happened?
was in like I think it was pre-K, and this
Mm.
boy, he kept chasing me around the playground, and we
Mm-mm.
like got in between the swings, and I was like, I've had enough of this, and I chucked the swing at him, and I don't
That's
remember
genius.
where it hit him, but I got in
Probably
big
right in the
trouble
face. Yeah.
trouble for that. And then another time,
Well, he scared you. He
yeah,
was
I was
chasing
like, get
you.
away from me. Um,
Oh.
and then another time, a different boy, we were
Hmm.
like all playing tag. And do you remember the pole that you could slide down? Like the
Oh, yeah,
stripper
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pole?
The I was gonna say fireman's pole, bitch. She's talking about a stripper pole.
Um, this like boy stood underneath it. And I was going down and I kicked him in the face because like, what are you gonna do? Am I gonna
He wouldn't
jump
move.
off?
Yeah, he's standing. Oh, again. Yeah,
But
okay.
I got
No,
in
I
really
feel like,
big trouble for that. And
but he was.
I know, it was like, I still think about that because I was wronged. I was done dirty and I got so sad.
It radicalized you. That's your
Hmm.
villain origin story.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I was
is.
always getting in trouble on the playground and just in general. I was a fucking menace. But yeah, little Grace, I even dressed like that, like basically in like little boy clothes and like dirty, like always just like scars on my knees, like real rough and tumble, like country kid. I basically grew up like Huck Finn. So when
I
she
can so
like,
see that.
oh yeah, me in my little like overalls, like
Like
with
jean
my,
shorts.
oh yeah, my hick ass accent, spitting in the crick.
I actually really liked dressing up when I was younger.
I hated it. Oh my god, every time my mom made me put on a dress, I raised hell. I don't know. I love dressing up now, but I
Yeah, I
didn't at
like
the time.
when I was younger, I liked dressing up, and then like middle school, high school, I couldn't. I was like, ew. But now that I'm older, I'm like finding that again.
Exactly. Yeah. Um, what's it called? Anyway, so the thing about the opening scene that really resonated with me was the fact that she was doing the right thing. Like, she was trying to help this kid who was getting beat up and bullied. And just because she's a girl and she saved him and protected him, he got mad at her.
Toxic masculinity.
And it starts that early. They're like 8 years old, and he's
Yeah.
like, well, now everybody's going to think there's something wrong with me because a girl like helped me. I'm like, oh my God, you little asshole.
Like you guys could have
And
been great friends.
exactly. Sh- Oh my God, I feel Grace's pain there. But yeah, that shit does start really, really early of like basically like the world making you like hate yourself or like be mad for being a girl. And it's like, what the fuck did I do?
It it kind of foreshadows like how Eric almost wronged her, but then he like corrected himself.
He did, but it took him a long fucking
Yeah.
time. But yes, you can see like how Gracie was always the protector, the like troublemaker, the like little hellraiser, like kicking ass, and guys would be like emasculated by her and
Hmm.
like be mad at her for outperforming them, etc. I'm like, yeah, that's deeply relatable, unfortunately. Um,
And then she started to hide behind her hair, which like
yeah.
long hair is deeply feminine to me.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's man, it starts early. Um, so let's yeah, speaking of hiding behind her hair, let's get into the big makeover scene.
I love makeover movies. I love them so much.
That's what I was gonna ask you. I was like, are you one of those people? Because I also am generally not someone who's like, oh, I hate it. Anytime there's a makeover scene and there's a
Yeah,
bunch of girls like shopping and
I
doing their
love it.
hair,
I love
I
it.
fuck. I was raised on Clueless, babe. You think you're ever changing me? Clueless and she's all that. I will eat it up. Oh, she took off her glasses and straightened her hair. She's hot now.
Yes,
It's
I love when that
it's so
happens.
stupid. I fall for it every fucking time. I don't care. I don't care. But my question regarding the big makeover scene, um, is do you think that Matthews, Eric, her coworker, do you think that he would have gotten with Gracie if she didn't get the makeover? That's where I was kind of, I felt like it was very ambiguous. What do you think?
I don't know, because they didn't really show us them together a lot. Like when I mean, I guess they did, but it's like they shot it in a way that could have only been platonic.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think when they wrestled, I was like, okay, there could be something there.
Oh God, I love that scene. Oh my God, that's like my favorite scene in the movie. I'm such a sicko. That's one of my favorite scenes. That's like big Aries energy right there.
I,
Um, like
I,
flirt wrestling.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think though everything seemed to shift as soon as they saw her like digitized picture in the bikini, because even up until that moment, they like weren't even considering her as like a viable woman to use.
Yes.
She was like standing right there in the middle of all those men. They were like, who are we supposed to use?
Who are we gonna use to infiltrate this beauty pageant? And it's like, I don't know, maybe the beautiful woman standing
Yeah.
6 inches away from you. Maybe her. Maybe her. But I don't know. It's just something that's I was curious about. I was like, I wonder if because they play it. I think you're right. Actually, I think he did have a thing for her even before she had the makeover, and it makes it less of a movie where oh the girl changed everything about herself and then the boy likes her, and like picks her because she had a makeover. Because I don't like putting that message out, and I don't
Yeah.
agree with it at all. I will never get a makeover to do anything for anybody, but
They
I
definitely made it more about her though.
I think so. I think they had that wrestling scene is very. You're right. That is a lot of chemistry there. Did you know? Speaking of that wrestling scene, they Benjamin Bratt and Sandra Bullock wrestled for real. Like they shot that for real.
I was trying to tell, like, when they were doing specific stunts, if it was them. And
It was them.
wow,
Yeah, they were both like getting after it.
it was
Yeah, I was
good.
right. It looks
I want to
so
do
good
that.
when they're like, I know, I know, hot. When they're like crushing each other with their like thighs. I was
Oh
like,
my God.
me and who?
Crush me.
Crush me. We're sick. Oh God, we're sick bitches. Um, the another thing that we've already started talking about it, but the pipeline from one of the guys to girl's girl. Woo! Man,
Yeah.
talk about it.
I have so been the pick me in the past.
Me too. Um, oh, and another something that I think this movie has been getting dinged for a lot, especially, the last like 10 years or so. Do you think this movie is Copaganda?
Yeah. Now that
Yeah.
you put that in the notes, and I'm saying like, yeah. It
Yeah.
and it happens so much in
Yeah.
2000s movies.
Oh my God. Every movie is about
Yeah.
cops.
Yeah. And I feel like you kind of just it's so tricky though, because yeah, it is propaganda, and it makes me hate it a little.
I know it leaves like a bad taste in your mouth a little bit because you're just like, ugh,
This is never how cops would actually be.
no cop is this likable.
No.
You're selling me a lie, especially women cops. They're usually even worse.
Yeah. Like cops, like whoever decides to be a cop as an adult, like there's no way you're gonna be cool. I'm sorry.
I agree. It's not cool. It's very strange behavior,
It's
actually.
weird.
It's very fashy.
They I feel like it's even worse in TV shows.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
how many cop TV shows there are, or just like crime shows in general.
so fucking many, and I can't stand a single one of them. I'm trying to think of any cop shows I like. It's got to be. Mm,
There was a and even like if there's like talk about a cop show, I'm like, ew. Um, but I try because like some shows are still enjoyable, but like when you bring in like when you factor in cops, you like I lose such interest.
yeah, me too. But this one, I mean, because it's Sandra Bullock and she's like so likable, it does kind of wash over you for a while before you're like, oh,
Yeah.
wait, cops,
Something
that's
about
right.
the FBI too, like cops versus FBI's. Not I
Hmm.
don't think there's actually difference, but especially for movies.
In movies, it's
Yeah,
very different. Yeah,
yeah.
there's always that delineation, you're right, of like,
It's like a
we're not cops. Yeah.
detective. We're detectives.
Yeah, we're different. We're better. We're not like other girls.
I do really like Criminal Minds.
Oh, yeah, I've never seen it. I don't like CSI, Law and Order, fucking any of them.
Only one I like is Criminal Minds.
I'm trying to think.
Uh, Law and
Co-
Order gives me nightmares.
I
I
hate it.
actually have a story, but
Ooh, tell it.
when I was really young, like you know the da da
Hmm.
song and or like the jingle in Law and Order. One night we were like all having a sleepover in the living room, and I think we were watching Law and Order.
How old were you?
I was young. I was like less than 10 years old.
Okay.
I was probably like maybe like 5 or 6,
Wow. Okay.
and everyone fell asleep except
Hmm.
me, and I didn't know how to turn the TV off, so the Law and
No.
Order thing just like played. It played. Oh, it played like
All night.
long enough until I figured out how to turn it off. But now the like Law and Order jingle is
That
like
like jung jung.
traumatizing to me. Like I can't listen to it. It's so scary. It
Oh my god, I'm fucking. That's so funny. But it is a very stressful sound. Like people
yeah,
who
it's really
watch that
scary.
constantly is it's so loud
Hmm.
and every episode is so stressful. I'm like people are like, "Oh yeah, I put on like Law and Order to relax." I'm like, "How do you fucking relax to this? Are you a psycho?"
That show is so scary. And
What?
Criminal Minds is scary too, but
Mhm.
I think I like the actors in it more.
Mhm. Yeah, I could see that. I think my mom likes that show. Um she was a big CSI girly too. Um, we haven't spoken on it yet, but the pick me culture in this movie, it wasn't just this one. It's just this. It was really like this in this time period growing up. I cannot stress that. And I was in middle school during this time, about to be a teenager. And it was fucking hell. Being 12, 13 in like 2000, 2001, hell on earth. It was a fucking nightmare.
Can you elaborate on that? Like,
Yeah, the beauty standards, the diet culture, the pick me kind of hierarchy to female friendships. Everything was just so stressful and there wasn't as much of like a online community or like people to talk to or like hang out
oh
with about it.
yeah.
It was very like isolating and um yeah, it was just if you weren't into like sports, which I wasn't, or if you weren't into like boys, which I also wasn't, you're just kind of like thrown to the wolves, and it really affects your relationship with other girls. I think I had a really hard time in the early 2000s like making and keeping girlfriends, even when I wasn't being like a hater or, doing like devious, like, guys, girl type of stuff because um, it was this like, that's the word I'm looking for, um, like uniformity, conformity. It was like, oh, we're all gonna be blonde right now. Like, why aren't you? Or we're all gonna do this thing. You know how they show in Mean Girls. We're all gonna wear pink.
Yeah.
You have to wear pink. And I'm like, why?
And it's
Like,
all like for the male gaze.
yeah. And I actually like had a really like terrible like friendship breakup around this time because I was like the only girl in my friend group who like wasn't having sex and like didn't want to.
At
And I
12,
was like,
12?
I was 14.
Oh, 14?
I was 14 and all of my friends stopped talking to me because I didn't want to have sex. I was like, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Kate read about it in my journal actually. I should drop that clip in here. Oh my god, she did a dramatic when we were setting up the studio. she did, Kate did a dramatic reading of my diary from I think the year 2001, 2002.
I remember watching this video, parts of it.
It's like an hour and a half of this bitch reading my journal while I was testing like camera sound, like my laptop, trying to figure out how our recording studio worked. It's, but yeah, I have a first-hand account of what happened to me in the early 2000s, like as a young girl, trying to have like and keep girlfriends. It's insidious.
Wow, things definitely couldn't get any better. Not only has Cody stopped talking to me, she got all of our friends to stop talking to me.
Sure
too.
did.
I don't know why. I'm so mad right now. I'm shaking. She's trying to ruin my life with her lies and rumors.
Yeah, it gets worse.
She broke into my computer and got onto my SN. She deleted my
screen name.
Okay, she deleted my buddy list, changed my password, and then told everybody we know that I'm so in love with Steven.
She did. Told the
How
whole
did
fucking
Steven
school.
react?
Oh, it was bad. It was very awkward. But, I mean, we recovered. We were fine. But, yeah, she told the whole fucking school. It gets worse. It gets worse.
She turned all my friends against me and is spinning a whole bunch of lies about me. I'm running low on people who I can call friends.
Yep.
I'll keep my head held high, though. Instead of making fun of them and doing things to make them upset, I'll simply ignore them. I'm better than they are. And my backpack right now is a bag full of Cody's shit. It's all in there.
A little clip.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm going to drop a clip in.
I feel like we need to like say, this is a silly, we're tired, chillaxed episode. Lots of giggles.
Yeah, I'm not preparing people for this. I'm just going to be like, yo, we're going in. Fuck it. We're doing it live. What was I going to say? What were some of your favorite, I mean,
what were some of your favorite standout scenes?
Lindsay? Oh my god, I'm so proud of you.
I was like, wait, I know how to do this.
You do. You fucking do. So we already talked about the wrestling scene. That is my favorite scene in this movie. Woo. I love frenemies to lovers. So hot. The another one is it's like just blatant sexual harassment and so inappropriate and sexist, but also really funny when they switch to the guys. But the FBI bikini pics.
Yeah. do you
It's
think...
so fucked up, but I still laughed. I'm ashamed.
I wrote this down for the scenes, but I guess you really liked it too.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
Because I hadn't coded it the right way. Yeah,
that's
that was
so
me.
funny because I wrote it too. I must have just deleted mine because I thought I wrote it twice.
That's so funny.
So you love this scene too, apparently.
I liked it because it was funny, but it also like literally showed how they were like, Sandra Bullock's right next to us. Who are we gonna use?
I don't know. You're too disgusting, Grace.
I don't know. Yeah, that one was funny though.
She
And
eats burgers with her mouth open. Ew.
but I that's what I was gonna say. I really liked how that was like her true essence of like being one of the guys because she was just like sitting in the middle while they like paraded
Basically
a bunch of
shopped
people.
for women. Yeah.
Yeah, like with them. But then as soon as they like flipped it on her, she was like,
Wait a minute. Am I uncomfortable? Am I being objectified? Oh my God, that's funny. I also loved the Statue of Liberty dance number. I saw a bunch of girls doing it on TikTok recently. Like they just have it memorized and they all came out and like one by one did the whole like dance
"Wait,
routine. It's so
I saw that
cute.
too."
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Our IG algorithms are locked in. We I'm always seeing stuff you like too now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fun.
I like some weird stuff sometimes.
No, no. What about you? What were some of your favorite scenes?
Um, Along with the wrestling scene, I also liked her self-defense act at the
Yes,
end with
yes.
Eric.
I almost put this one too. I
It's so hot.
love I know. I love when she beats his ass.
Yes.
I'm so toxic.
She also looks so good in this
Yeah.
movie. Like,
Yeah.
oh, the one scene where, like, I mean, the most iconic scene where she's like walking out of the makeover.
Yes. And she falls down,
Yeah.
but she's in that little like purple bandage dress.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Oh my God. So
timeless.
beautiful.
Timeless. It's gorgeous. Oh, yeah, she looks incredible in this movie. I was so maybe I just didn't notice because of the quality. I think this is the first time I've ever streamed this movie, so I've never noticed like all the little details at like such a high resolution, but the her hair, Sandra Bullock's hair in this movie is a work of art.
I
I
love
would
her hair. Her
Oh my
curly
God.
hair.
All of it. All of
God.
it. Her wigs, her hair pieces, her color. I'm actually gonna look up who the hairstylist was. We never shout out hairstylists on this show.
Like the one scene where Cheryl comes over with her hot chocolate and Sandra Bullock is like, I was grooming. Oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
she looked so beautiful.
Every Even when she's like dressed down and like quote unquote casual, like even at the end when they give her the Miss Congeniality sash
Yeah.
and she's just in her regular curly hair, she looks incredible. Um and funny while we're speaking about hair, um I looked up pictures of the actress who plays Cheryl from that time period, Heather Burns, and they actually made her cut her hair and go strawberry blonde because her and Sandra Bullock have the same hair color and it was
Oh
like the same.
wow.
Yeah, she's got dark brown hair and they had like the same hairstyle and color. And when they cast her in the movie, people were like, "Nah, you gotta change your hair. It's
It fits
too
her
matchy
so
matchy."
well.
I know. I thought she was a natural fucking
Yeah.
redhead. Nope. I was
That's
like,
so
surely.
surprising.
I know. That's why I'm trying to find who this
I
hairstylist
need to
was
look
because
that up now.
they ate. I'm looking it up.
Also, did you see who Heather Burns' husband is?
No.
You should look it up.
Oh my God. Okay, hang on.
She looks so good with strawberry blonde hair.
I know. She's a natural brunette. Like, that's not even close to her real hair color. Okay, so it looks like Bridget Cook was the key hairstylist on this movie. Lana Vigi was Sandra Bullock's hairstylist. Oh, of course. She did the hair and makeup for Big Little Lies as well. Oh my God.
Wow.
And The Morning Show. And Ocean's 8. Oh my God. Oh, this is a diva. She eats. We never shout out hair and makeup usually on the
What's her
show,
name?
but Lana Vigi or Vigi, incredible. Um, Wow. She did Sandra's hair specifically. And then the main hairstylist for everyone else was Bridget Cook. Even the guy's hair, Benjamin Bratt's hair in this movie. Phew.
Yeah. He
Oh
is
my God.
so pretty.
He's gorgeous. I think
I
this
love
is
a
like
pretty
his
man.
peak. Me too. Me too. um, yeah, a pretty boy.
Yeah, he's
He,
a pretty boy.
yeah, and he still looks fucking fine as hell. Have you seen him recently?
Now let me look him up.
He looks good. Like he's like salt and pepper and like a little more
Uh,
wrinkle. Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Salt and
yeah,
pepper hair on a
Oof.
good-looking older man.
Yes. He's still so gorgeous. It's insane. Okay, I'm looking up who she. What? Wait, really?
Yeah.
From isn't he from? She's married to Samir from Office Space.
Yeah, I looked at I like saw I was like, "Oh, who's she married to?" And it was him. I was like, "That's crazy."
That is so fucking funny. Oh my god, I never would have guessed that in a million years. That's insane. Wow, we got off track. But what is your? I'm gonna fucking fight you. Stop it.
It's going to be a nice, sweet and short episode.
Yeah, this episode is gonna be really short. We are getting goofy. I can barely read. I'm so tired.
Yeah, and it's not the best kind of goofy because it's tired goofy.
Lindsay is malnourished and I am a giggling full, so
Yeah. I'm malnourished.
we're so sorry. Oh god.
We
Anyway,
are what we are.
we take us or leave us, okay? Um did you have any other favorite?
Oh, yeah, the okay, I love a movie like how this ends where it's like you're just gonna tear up, but and especially with like super simple words, like she was like, "I am honored, deeply touched." Yeah, it's
I started tearing up.
mm-hmm.
If Sandra Bullock cries, I'm crying. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, oh, she's such a good like
She's a beautiful crier.
beautiful.
Yeah, but I just love also that she like you said, she softened up and she learned her lesson and she stopped trying to like fight with the other girls and like talk down to them and like make them seem small. She realizes like and it's so subtle in the writing too. I don't know if you picked up on this, but when I think it's during the swimsuit scene where they're announcing all the women and like what their jobs are or like what their degrees are in and what they do. Did you notice what they were all saying?
It said that Cheryl is literally in school, like studying nuclear fission.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, okay, Cheryl.
Right. She's like, oh, these women are all brilliant. Like
hmm
one of them is like a biologist or something. Miss Tex is a what is she? I think she was a scientist or something, but she also volunteered at a homeless
Yeah.
shelter. Um, they all were like super smart, like competent women. And Cheryl, yeah, she's like a dummy, you know, the infamous April 25th scene. But she's also a fucking nuclear scientist.
Yeah.
It's like it's such a subtle little way of being like, hey, these women are actually like good people and very respectable and
Or
like
like,
smart.
yeah, you can be smart and you can be like successful in your career, but also girly, pretty, and you like to dress up.
Yeah, exactly. Take notes, America.
Yeah.
Women really can have it all.
We can
We
be
can't.
it all.
We can't, but we keep trying. Who were some of your favorite performances?
My favorite performance is Michael Caine. I love seeing him in anything.
This is one of his funniest performances.
Actually, I love the scene of him walking.
Oh my God, when he's teaching her how to glide.
Glide, yes. He's like, just glide. I think I'm gonna start walking like that.
Ah,
He was like, glide. And he was
He's
gliding. He's
he's
such a
beautiful.
classy man.
He's so graceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is just gliding down the
Gliding.
street. And she's, so what does he say? I haven't seen a walk like that since Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Ah, he was eating her up. Everything that comes out of that man's mouth is so fucking funny. He is like the perfect, like, kind of like father figure, sidekick, like sassy, lightens the mood kind of character. I love Michael Caine so much.
But he's gay.
Yes.
And they're like subtle about it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the
They're just
early
like
2000s before they felt the need to, before they felt the need to tokenize everyone.
yeah, he was just like, so what? Yeah, I'm gay. Eric, his reaction to it was also very annoying, but very realistic to the time period.
Yeah.
He's like all freaked out because like Vic is gay, and he's like, oh, well, like we're not together or anything. And like when he realizes like Vic is gay, he like runs away from him and like doesn't want to eat lunch with him. I'm like, you were such a child.
Yeah.
You were so annoying. But yeah, this is the late 90s, early 2000s. That's how it was.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite performance, I actually think she's kind of the star of the movie for me. It's Heather Burns as
Yeah.
Cheryl. The more and more I watch this movie and like think about it over the years, Miss Rhode Island, she makes this movie for me. She is so lovely and funny, and every time she's on screen, you're just like, aww.
Yeah.
I love her. She has a beautiful face. She looks very like 1930s, like, kind of Greta Garbo. Like she has like a very old Hollywood, like angelic kind of face. And the way like her and Sandra Bullock's chemistry in this movie is dynamite. I actually, I don't know, man. I think they have better chemistry than pretty much anybody.
I think so.
They just seem so. I don't want to do the whole obvious, like, yeah, Gracie's probably a lesbian, but I mean,
I want you to say it.
Okay, Gracie, bitch, you gay. If this movie came out now, she would just be a fucking lesbian. Like, what are we talking about? This woman does not date men. Like, not for real. She would be a lesbian, and her and Cheryl would be in love.
Yes. I would take either a Cheryl or a Gracie.
Yeah. You know what? Cheryl I think she would be like a cute kind of like cottagecore lesbian. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's just such a sweetie pie.
I feel like women like Cheryl kind of like the type of love that they deserve a man could never.
Oh. Clock it. I agree. Sometimes you meet women like that. We're just like, oh, honey,
don't be with a man. Just don't do it.
You're too pure.
You're too. Yeah, she is like a little sweet angel.
She is. Oh, and that scene when she gets drunk at the bar and like talks about how her college professor like assaulted her. Terrible. And they just kind of like brush it off a little bit. They're just like, oh, like I don't know. They didn't really handle that great. They just kind of like brushed it off. They didn't make like a joke out of it, but it was kind of a bummer. I was like, oh, my poor girl.
I didn't really like that because it's like the cop side showed out a little too much, and I was like, okay, like
Grace, she's
you
like
actually
spilling
not
her guts. Yeah.
Like you're not doing anything.
You're not helping her. Yeah. Anytime she's on screen, I love when she gets her big flaming batons moment too at the end.
Yeah.
She is incredible in this. She seems like such a doll.
And then at the very end, when Gracie is taking her crown and she starts sobbing, I love that part.
The way she cries. She's like, and then she beats her with her roses. Oh my God, she's crying. That if it's not a GIF already, it definitely should be. Where she's like
It's such a
sobbing,
good
crying,
face.
and the confetti is falling down. Heather Burns ate this role up.
Hmm.
She is perfect, perfect, perfect. Just like April 25th.
It is such a perfect date though.
Not too hot, not too cold.
It's
All you need is a light jacket.
kind of changing because of the world, but
Anyway, girly pop, you're getting
we're
too
in
sad.
North Carolina and we're now a zone 8, so
Yeah, it's 85 degrees here right now, and it is April, so
yay.
yay. Anyway, what are some fun facts about this movie?
This movie made $212.7 million.
We used to be a proper fucking country. This movie made so much goddamn money. Um, especially given what movie tickets cost at that time. Yeah, this is a banger. This is a banger. I'm almost positive I saw this in movie theaters. That would make sense because how would I know to buy the DVD unless I had already seen it?
Yeah.
I think I did see this in theaters. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this movie was a huge hit. And this led to, of course, like the wave of Legally Blonde and all of those how to lose a guy in 10 days and all the like 13 going on 30, all the like early 2000s girly pop movies. This is one of the first of that batch because this came out December 2000. It was a phenomenon. It was a huge hit for Sandra Bullock, and she was a producer on this movie, so I'm sure she made some bank as an actress and as a producer. Hi, Musha. We're almost done.
Yeah, she's like, I'm hungry.
We're almost done. Um, yeah. So this movie was a big hit. Some fun facts I had. I only remember two things. So because this was my first DVD that I ever owned, it's also how I discovered what director's commentary was.
Oh.
This is the first commentary I ever listened to.
Who's on the commentary?
It's Sandra Bullock for sure, and the director as well. I'm pretty sure it's the two of them. It might even be something separate. This is what a lot of DVDs from that era did. There would be two or three different tracks. It'd be one with just the director sometimes, a second one with all the actors.
Oh.
Those are usually the really fun ones. Then a third one that's with the writers.
Are people still doing commentaries on DVDs?
There's no DVDs, babe. There's no DVDs. And on like, oh God, that just made me so sad. Fuck.
Well, DVDs.
Fuck.
There's no DVDs.
No.
There's like
no.
no fun menus and special blooper.
I mean, there's Blu-rays and like 4Ks and stuff. But I don't think they make DVDs anymore. I'm almost positive they don't. What's it called? A lot of the newer movies when they come out on disc, no, there's no commentaries. It's fucking aggravating. But Greta Gerwig did an amazing director's commentary for Barbie, and HBO
Oh.
Max added it to the streamer. So you can stream Barbie with commentary from Greta Gerwig. I did it like last year when we took that Greta Gerwig film class. Or was that 2 years ago now? Oop, I don't remember. Anyway, when I took a Greta Gerwig class with Lindsay at Night School Bar, I watched Barbie.
Well, that was a year ago.
Okay, last summer?
Yeah.
God,
Last
time
May?
is-
Yeah.
You're right. Oh my God, that was a year ago.
I was like,
so many things
no
have
way.
happened.
No way, that was 2 years ago.
Oh my God, so many
2
things
years
have
worth
happened.
of things have happened.
Oh, Christ alive. Anyway, Greta Gerwig's director's commentary is amazing on Barbie, but no, nowadays most discs don't have them. It's super depressing. But anyway, I was obsessed with this DVD commentary. I would listen to it all the time. I haven't listened to it since I was probably like, I don't know, 13 or 14. But two things I remember is there was this whole other subplot in the movie where Gracie's mom was supposed to be like a big plot point. I don't remember if she was a dead mom, probably a dead mom trope. I'm not sure. But Gracie's mom was an FBI agent, and that's why Grace became an FBI agent was to like because she wanted to be just like her
Oh,
mom.
I mean that would.
Um,
I was gonna say like I wonder what her parents were like to make her that way.
her she followed in her mother's footsteps.
I'm kind of glad they left that
Yeah,
subplot out.
they cut it all out because they were like, we don't need to get into her mom and all this stuff. Like they're trying to keep it contained to just the pageant, and I think that was the right move.
Yeah.
And the other random thing I remember, is that when they have that like that girls talk in the bathroom and Miss Texas is like dropping the tea about how Candace Bergen's character is getting fired and it like makes Gracie realize she's probably the suspect in this like, this bomb threat. When Miss Texas says, and they're firing her too, that's dubbed. And I don't even think it was dubbed by the actress who played Miss Texas. So I can't remember why they had to go back in and like ADR that line. Either her accent was wrong or the audio was bad, but I just always remember when she says that line, that it's not her saying it. It's
And
recorded.
they're firing her too.
Yeah, that's dubbed into the movie. But I can't remember why to save my life. But it's on the DVD commentary if anyone can find out.
Ugh, I just want to watch a bunch of commentaries now.
I know. I know. We're studying a commentary for a surprise episode we're doing in a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
It's one of the funniest director's commentaries that's ever existed, and you'll find out in a few weeks what we're talking about. Teaser. The last few things I wanted to talk about was just how much I love movies that end in a freeze frame. I eat it up every time. I'm such a sucker for it. I love like a triumphant moment and then just the or like they'll be like mid laugh. They're like it's
Oh
my
my
favorite
god, you
thing.
just like froze perfectly. It's like you paused. Oh my god.
It's my favorite. I fucking love it. I watched Days of Thunder for the first time with a bunch of my friends from night school bar, and it ends on a perfect Tom Cruise freeze frame. I it's insane. Every time I'm like, hell yeah, hell yeah. Um, I think I want to talk a little bit about like how this story reminds me of like my college experience and like going in being like such a guy's girl, like tomboy, like hating ass kind of like pick me. And I went to an all women's college, unbeknownst to me. And I showed up and was like, I'm like one of the guys. I don't have girlfriends. Like, I'm not here to make friends. Like, that whole thing. And then in like 2 weeks, maybe, I was like, oh, this is like the best place on earth, actually. And I'm deeply reconsidering a lot of my life choices and how I've treated my peers. So I love that Grace has that moment too.
Whenever someone makes a movie about you, that would be a great idea.
I
Like your
agree, actually.
like experience of like showing up to a school and then it just being all girls and you didn't know.
I didn't know until after I got accepted. I was like, what do you mean? Oh my god, it's such a funny time in my life. Yeah. Um I look back on that time very fondly, but it was my version of like a beauty pageant. But uh 3 years of college at an all women's dorm. So fun. Yeah, that reminds me of when there's that quick little scene where Grace has to come to the pageant even though the FBI doesn't believe her about who the suspect is, and they all abandon her because they think her information is invalid because it came from a quote unquote pajama party, and everybody leaves. But she stays in the pageant to protect the girlies, and I love her for that. And she doesn't know how to do her makeup. And Miss Texas is like talking shit. She's like, I don't know where she is, but she's not making the top 10. Like, this bitch sucks or whatever. And then Grace comes running in all frantic and she's like, I don't know what lipstick is. Like, I need help. I don't know how to do my makeup. And even Miss Texas, who was just talking shit about her, was like, all right, move out of the way, girl. Like, let me help
Yeah.
you. The immediate like camaraderie and like sisterhood of everybody in the pageant, even though they're all competing with each other, they all stopped and were like, bitch, we're gonna do your makeup right. Like, we're gonna get you set up. We're not gonna let you go out there looking a mess. Like, you're one of us. Like, you're one of the girls. And I think that like fixed Grace's brain like right there in that moment.
Hmm.
I love that scene. Um yeah, it just gave me the warm and fuzzies.
Yeah, the like honestly the last half of this movie is just warm and fuzzies.
I know, when she's just like, I these are my friends and I
Yeah.
don't want them to get
It's
hurt. I'm
probably
like,
her first
yeah.
time experiencing that.
I think it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, she says like, "Oh, I don't have friends at all," and I'm like, "Yeah, you definitely don't have girlfriends."
Yeah.
We talked about this in another movie. We talked about this with another movie where we
Oh,
were
I
like,
know. It was worst person in the world.
"Yes," and how detrimental it is to your female lead when she doesn't have girlfriends. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah, you need to know sisterhood.
You
It's
do.
so
You really do.
healing.
It's it's everything to have that. I mean that. Did you have any final thoughts or final reflections on Miss Congeniality?
This movie is like a warm heart, especially um I'm in my journey of finding my inner little girl
Mm-hmm.
and like getting to watch this and getting to play, like dress up and putting on makeup. I love it so much.
It's so fun. It's
Hmm.
it's it's one of those movies where even though she is like a girl hater, by the end of it, it makes you feel like, damn, I love being a girl.
Yeah,
I love this.
I love being a girl.
I love being a girl. So cute. Yeah, and that is Miss Congeniality. This movie is not streaming anywhere. I had to buy it on,
Yeah, I rented it.
yeah, on Amazon. Unfortunately, Bezos got some bucks for me because there's nowhere else to watch this movie right now, which bums me out, but it is what it is. And do you have any recommendations for related movies?
I basically just wrote a bunch of movies that have makeovers in them
Yeah,
because I
that's
love
so
movies like
valid.
that.
Yeah.
The Princess Diaries,
Oh, duh. Oh my God.
um,
Yeah. Duh.
Pretty Woman,
I think that came out like the same year.
The Devil Wears Prada,
Yes.
and I
I've never
also
seen it.
thought Barbie was a really good recommendation for
And that
this.
is so funny because I didn't even know that you mentioned Barbie in the notes. Those are perfect recommendations. I have not seen, infamously, I have not seen Pretty Woman or The Devil Wears Prada. Um,
Can't
I'm
believe it.
sorry. I know, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad I'm here to recommend these other makeover movies.
Yeah.
Because when I was typing it in, I was like, oh, Marquita will like this. But I was like, wait, you haven't even seen these.
I haven't seen these. I've only seen The Princess Diaries because of Rebecca, one of our other best friends. Um, our best friend Rebecca. She
Our
showed me
friend
the Princess.
Rebecca.
She showed me the Princess Diaries like 2 years ago. That was my first time ever seeing it, and I loved it. Um, and then Barbie, of course, I've seen like 8 times, but the other ones I haven't seen. So, I went in a different direction, kind of for mine. I went more like early 2000s, late 90s, like girl boss. And I also did some other Sandra Bullock movies that I like, and then one other like beauty pageant movie from this time period. So I'm of course gonna recommend Legally Blonde, Made in Manhattan, 2 Weeks Notice, which is another Sandra Bullock rom com. I think that's the one with her and Hugh Grant, and then Drop Dead Gorgeous, which is a late 90s beauty pageant satire movie that has massive miscongeniality vibes. Just all the pageant stuff itself is very, very funny and like self aware. And this came out like the year before Miscongeniality. And of course, my girl Kiki Dunst is the star of it. I can't go a single episode without mentioning Kate or Kirsten Dunst. So here we are. I am who I am. Um, and then the final recommendation I have is Ocean's 8 because it's girly pop, it's Sandra Bullock, and it's also one of our favorite genres. It's a heist movie.
I actually haven't seen Ocean's 8.
Oh, you will love it. Rihanna is one of the
Oh my God.
yeah, and she looks fucking good in this movie. Oh my god. It's Rihanna, it's Kate Blanchett, it's Anne Hathaway. Speaking of
Yeah,
Princess
I really need to
Diaries,
see this movie.
it's the cast is fucking insane. Yeah, it's a great like girly heist movie. I like it. So those are my recommendations, and I'll have all of those on our Letterboxd account by the time this episode comes out. So thank you for listening. And what are we covering next week, Lindsay? We're about to have some tonal whiplash.
We watch Nosferatu with Aaron White.
Yes, I can't wait to talk about that one. I think this is going to be the newest movie we've ever covered.
Yeah, super new.
We're going from the year 2000 to 2024. Almost 2025. So yeah, I think this is going to be the newest movie we've ever done, and the scariest movie we've ever done.
Yes, very scary.
Oh, this movie scared the shit out of me. I didn't tell this story on the other pod because I felt strapped for time and I was like scatterbrained, but I just have to thank one of my best friends from back home, Bella, for also happy birthday. I Bella, I'm so sorry. I was digging into this girl's thigh for probably 90 minutes straight during this movie. On Christmas Day, we saw this together and I screamed multiple times. I dropped my things, I'm pretty sure. I scratched her and and then went home and slept with the lights on because
Oh my God,
was...
so real.
Yo, you can't be watching scary ass movies like this in like pitch black old rickety like 1800s theater in upstate New York. It's spooky.
That sounds really spooky.
I was terrified.
Yeah, it was scary. I think
It
I
was
did
scary.
say this on the other episode, but I watched it on my projector and
Oh.
the window is right next to it.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
I kept thinking a face was just gonna join.
Yeah. His like shadow was gonna come through the oh my god, bitch. It's a great episode. I can't wait for y'all to hear it. And we also did some like extra credit, like movie homework for that one too. So it's Nosferatu, but it's also 4 different versions of
Yes,
Nosferatu that
we
we
watched
covered.
all of them.
We watched basically all of them. So if anyone wants to do a little prep for that, we did the one from the 20s, the one from the 70s, the one from the 90s, and the 2024 version. So that's going to be a jam-packed episode. I think you'll really, really dig it, though. Erin is a great guest, and she is a writer and journalist, so she has plenty of insight.
A Nosferatu genius.
Yeah, I'd say so. Her note-taking also
Expert.
impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
Love her. So yeah, do you want to go ahead and list our socials, Lindsay?
Yeah. Please email us at postfilmclaritypod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at postfilmclaritypod. Now, thanks to Marquita's genius work, all of our episodes are closed captioned on our YouTube channel.
Yes, for the hard of
And
hearing.
please follow us on Letterboxd at postfilmclarity. We have a lot of recommendations and reference work from this episode and every other episode that Marquita has done. So please check it out.
Shouts to me, I guess. I love Letterboxd. I am a fiend. So we'll see you next time in 2 weeks for Nosferatu et al. Bye, honeys.